As you can see on the screen, today we are working with CRUD operation in MySQL. What does it mean, CRUD operation? C for creation, R for read or retrieval, update and delete. This is a very important question which they can ask in an interview, that what is CRUD operation. In an interview, if you are going for a MySQL developer or database administrator or any job work related to data analyst, then they can ask you this question: what is CRUD operation in MySQL, if you have worked with a MySQL. So it's very simple. C for creation, read or retrieval, update and delete. So 4 operations are there. That means these are some set of commands which we are going to work with, and with the help of these commands we will be able to define this CRUD operation. Okay, not to waste the time, so let me start with the creation of the table. So how we are going to create the table? With the create table command. We have already worked with the MySQL. If you have not watched that video, please watch the video before going to this type your lecture. So you have to make sure that make a table with the help of create. So this will be the first operation, that is the CRUD operation C, that is create command. So you can do one thing, you can use the existing database which is there. So how can I, for example, you will say, how can I use the existing database? I don't want to create the database every time, new one. I have already created with when I watched the previous video and I have created. Now I want to go with the update command or delete command or other operations. I don't want to create it again and again, or if I want to create it but I want to go with the database which is existing. So how we are going to work with? So you have to remember that there is a one particular command, show database. So you have to go with the show database says and put a semicolon at the end. If you enter, you will see, you will get the all databases which are present in my system. In your system there will be different. Yes, there are some system inbuilt databases, like sys is system inbuilt performance underscore schema. I have not created it. Information underscore schema. In this way, in your system also there will be system databases. So you don't have to make any data in that particular database. Make your own database with the create database command, which we have already worked in the previous session. So you can watch that video again. So yes, batch 2 my data, MySQL n. These are MySQL itself is a database which is a system database, which is this one MySQL. Now you want to go to your particular database. So what you will go. So for example, I say use is a command for that. Use what I want to use. I say I want to use my data. So if I enter, this will be my current database now. That means whatever I am going to create, I am going to create in this particular database, which we have already seen in our previous video, how to make the database, how to make the table. So if I want to make the operations on existing table, and I have already worked with the create command in my previous lecture, so I don't want to waste the time on the creation. If you want to, you can go with the create table name and the particular fields you want. So if I want existing one, so how can I use? So first you have to say show tables here. Which type of tables are there? If there are some tables, no. In this database there are, it says empty set. That means there is no table and I need to create. So quickly I just want to create. So I say create table with the table command. So I said T is a table name, and I want for example, the name is mandatory because I want to make a name. So varchar was a data type which we have already worked with in the previous lecture. So this is a data type. Then I want a roll number, that should be integer, and then I say then I can put marks or I can put hobby. That is your choice. That is your whole choice, what you want, what exactly fields you want to go with. And then if marks are there, so it is also an integer, and then put a parenthesis at this is called as parenthesis. In programming we have many times said that the round brackets are always called as parenthesis. Whenever an interview is there, they can ask you this question also, what the square brackets are called, what the braces are called, what the round brackets are called. So round brackets are called as parenthesis. Put a semicolon if the command is right. If you go with very specific, what you have to do, go with it will definitely give you query okay, 0 row. That means my table has been created. Now I just want to see now structure, or I just want to repeat that command. By the up arrow in your keyboard, you can just repeat that command. I want show tables now. Now you will be able to see, now it says table in my data is one table, that is T. I have created just now. Okay, this is the CRUD operation C command, that is C for creation. So I have created it now, but I have not input some data in it. So I just want to input some data. So there is a one particular command, DESC, or describe. You can put it completely describe. You will see it will show you the structure of the data which we have already worked with in our previous video. So structure is there. Now I just want to I want to input the data. So I know there is a one command called as insert into, and the table name. What is a table name? It can be small, it can be capital. As I told you, MySQL is totally case insensitive. Insensitive means either you are putting in a small or in a capital, it has no problem with it. Insert into T, and then you need to put values, and then you try to put the value. So for example, Annie is a first name, 1, and the marks are like 90 with the semicolon. If the command is right, it will say 1 row affected. In this way, you just repeat these things. Annie, and this is the name. I'm randomly putting, these are not the names of anybody, but I'm just, you can put your friend's name, you can put anyone, that is your choice. So I'm saying Mini, and the roll number is exactly, roll number should be different. And this is the, don't waste the time on creation of the data and all, just because we have to work with the commands. So this is my table, and I am assuming that this is my table. Okay, now this is done. You can put 1,000 records, you can put more than 1,000, you can put 10,000 records, you can put 1 lakh records. That is up to you what you want to put, and how much of data you want to put, or how many fields you want to put. In my case, there are only 3 columns, so there will be 3 headings. In your case, you can put a big data, that is your choice. This is your creation. This is a part of creation. You have created the command, that is out of CRUD operation, C is done. Now R is for retrieval. Retrieval means I want to see the data, whatever I have inputted, or read the data. So there is one particular command for it, that is called as select, SELECT, which we have already worked in previous video also. So select, and I need to put a star with it. I need to put form, and I say the table name. It can be capital, it can be small, that is your choice. But make sure that you are in a particular database. So I am in a particular database that I have used my data. So this is my data which I have already worked with. Okay, it says 3 rows in a set. So there are many other commands also. If you want to go with only with 99 marks, so you don't want to see other details, or you want to see the details which are greater than 79, so which we have already covered in the previous video. You can watch that video. I don't want to waste the time on that, but still I give you one example. I say where, there is a one command where. So where I say marks is equals to 99. If I enter, I'll get only 1. So the logical operators and all I have already covered in the previous video, that is MySQL in one video. So you can just go through that. If you really want other commands also, then put that thing in comment, and I definitely make a video on that. But I was specific in this video that it is what is CRUD operation, and because many students do all the commands in MySQL, but they always find the difficulty whenever the interviewer asks what is CRUD operation, and they had already worked with them commands, but they are not able to identify then what are the commands which are in CRUD, that is CRUD operation, and they always stuck in mind, and they always have a negative impression in front of your interviewer. So always remember, C for the creation, so we are just created, R for the retrieval, so we have already retrieved the data with the select command. So that's it, done. So we did C, we did R, that is retrieval. Now U is for updation. Updation means okay, I just want, okay, this was not 99, this was 89, so mistakenly I have put 99. Now I want the data should be 89 in this second row. So how to go with? So there is one particular command that is called as update. So you need to put update as it is, like an English word, update, and then you need to use which table you want to update. So I want to update the table T, so update T. Then you need to say set. Set means what value you want to set and where you want to set. I say marks is equals to 89, but if I say update T and set marks is equal to 89, and if I put semicolon and if I put enter, so what this command will do, it will update all the marks in 89. That means the Annie will be 89, Anik will be 89, Mini will be, but the question is not that. Question is second row. So what I say, where? Either I can go with the row, I can go with the name, I can go with the marks. So I'll say marks, where marks is equals to 99. If I enter, if you want to be a specific, maybe there will be 99 other marks also, so you be specific with the roll number. That is your choice. So what update has done? It has done query okay, one row affected, row match one, change one, in this way. Now I want to see that, so I need to repeat the command again, select star from T. Now you will see the 99 has been changed to 89. So this is an update command. In this way, you can work with update command. You can work with update command with using the logical operators that we have already worked with, and or. That means either or both the conditions should be true, which we have worked in the previous video. So you can just watch that and that will be easy for you. For example, there are multiple conditions to be satisfied. Then we can put here where marks is, in this case, where marks is equals to 99 and name is equals to Anik, like that. So both the conditions, if the both conditions are true, then it will execute. So main funda was we have to see what is U. So we created with the help of C, that is create command, R, that is select command, retrieve or read, and U, that is update command, and the last one is delete, that is delete. You want to delete a particular row which is not there. You want to employ, there are the 50,000 employees and some employees have recently resigned, or some employees are going transfer from one branch to another, and you want to just delete the data. You want to delete the data from your system. So how you are going to work with? So one, make sure that your database should be in use, your table should be there, and then you just put a command that is called as delete with the space, and you will say from, delete from. If I say delete from T and put a semicolon as the update was doing, it will delete all the records, but I don't want all the records. I want roll number 3. So what I do, I say where R is equals to 3, put a semicolon, enter. Where R is equals to, if I put a semicolon and enter, it will say one row affected. That means something has happened. Just we want to see. So how we are going to see? Select star from T. You will see the third record is not there. Again, you can use AND operator or operator with this, and in this way the delete, update, retrieve and creation of the table is there. So all the things are there, all the 4 operations are done, that is CRUD, that is CRUD operation, right? So this is all about your CRUD operation. In this way we can work with the CRUD operation. So I think this is clear now, and if you really find the content which is useful, if it is useful, put a thumbs up, share with your friends, subscribe the channel. I'll meet you in the next chapter of the programming. Till then, take care. God bless you. Bye-bye.